A world champion in fake news. The Israeli Prime Minister takes to Facebook to discredit an Israeli journalist and the channel he works for broadcasting leaks to do with the corruption cases against the Prime Minister. Israeli media now reporting that the journalist has hired a bodyguard because of the anonymous threats he's received.
Netanyahu thinks that media is very important. He gives a lot of importance to the media, and he wants to shape the public opinion, he wants to influence, and he's obsessed, and he's panicked, he's terrified. You can never see that because he's a good actor. He never shows his fear, but this week we saw some signs of it because there was a recording that was leaked that he was screaming.
In a secret recording, Netanyahu can be heard screaming at his then communications minister, telling him to intervene in order to allow a sympathetic channel to broadcast news, something it had not been allowed to do before. Netanyahu had been banned by the Attorney General from interfering in the affairs of the media. And this, an official campaign video from Likud, the Prime Minister's party, once again singling out journalists who've reported on leaks related to the corruption cases. This video tells the audience they will not decide. This is the second election in 6 months, and the big question is, can Benjamin Netanyahu win again? And if he does, can he form a government? But it's really the day after that's going to determine what happens to Israel's longest-serving Prime Minister. Just a couple of weeks after the vote, he faces a hearing on corruption charges, and the worst-case scenario for Benjamin Netanyahu is jail. Netanyahu is facing 3 criminal cases of corruption and fraud. 2 of them are linked to allegations of giving the Prime Minister favourable coverage in the media.
For Netanyahu, the media is both the strength of his success, the secret to his success, and the possible way that it's going to get a failure. I like to say that for Netanyahu, the media is like kryptonite to Superman, because it can disable him, and he's afraid of it. And almost every problem that he's had, legal problem and bribery scandal, had to do with protecting his image in the media.
Voters go to the polls on the 17th of September, but in the end, the fate of Israel's Prime Minister lies in the hands of this country's legal system. Stefanie, Dekker, Al Jazeera, West Jerusalem.